just sitting here. I just did a Bible study and I'm just drinking my Americano before my run, and then I'm gonna have some carbs. I'm not a super fast or super far runner, so I'm not gonna go super far, but I'm gonna go to the pond, which is around our house, and run from there. Welcome back to another day in the life. My name is Elise, and my husband and I both own businesses. He owns a personal training business, and I own a charcuterie business. Today I don't have any orders, which is why I'm just prepping, doing laundry, working out, doing stuff like that, just to get ahead for the week. Today I'm gonna prep some turkey, bacon, and egg breakfast burritos, and then also some steak and rice for lunch. And then dinners, we're gonna be having salad with chicken fingers, so that one is kind of just prep when it's time to eat. Come along with me. So I was just hanging out at home talking to my husband, and this lady called me and asked if I could make her a board for today, which usually I don't do same day orders, but I've been trying to do them more just because I know when you say no to someone for one thing, they're probably never gonna order from you again. So I've been working on that. I heard some advice from Alex and Layla talking about it, so I've been working on that. So I went ahead and made her board. It ended up only taking like an hour and a half, which is crazy because I usually tell people 24 hours in advance, which turns out I guess I don't really need that much in advance. So I'm still learning. It's about to be a year this month that I've had my LLC for. So I started my business technically last July, which is July now. And I got my kitchen space in September of that year. So technically it's been about a year since I started my business, but not really. But this has been my first summer having the business, and it's definitely, the June and July has been a little bit slower. July is picking back up. June was one of my lowest months. It was almost comparable to like January or February. But I have been doing a lot more as far as like promoting my business, just going and talking to businesses, making a lot of samples, giving those out. What I've started to do most of the time is, obviously when you make a board, you have extras. So I've just been using all those extras to make little sample boxes, and then I've been bringing them to businesses with some cards and info and being like, hey, here you go. Here's a sample. If you're ever looking for something for your employee gifts or client gifts, depending on what kind of company it is, let me know. Here's my info. So I haven't gotten any business from that I know of yet. I should probably go back and just follow up with some of those businesses. But it's been a really good learning experience for me, because growing up with around some businesses, I guess you could say, none of them really did a lot of marketing. And it's probably the hardest thing to learn. Social media for me, I put time into it. I don't put a ton of time into it because that's not where most of my sales come from. Most of my sales come from my Google business listing, which is basically when you go on Google Maps and you look up like restaurants or stores. Obviously, if you look up charcuterie, mine is either the top or the second top. It switches back and forth, or third top one. But I have 51 reviews as of now, and I've only been in business for about a year, so that's really good. One of my other competitors has 57, and they've been in business for 3 years, so I feel pretty good about that. But my goal is by this October, November, the time that people start looking for Christmas gifts and boxes, that I have way more reviews than them, because last year my Christmas time was busy, but I know that it could be a lot busier than it was, and Christmas time was crazy. So I'm hoping this year, since I don't have a different job this year, last year I was doing it on top of my other job, on top of managing a coffee shop, and that was crazy. That was very busy. I couldn't really get any days off. I got one day off to make 50 boards, and that was the only day I could get off, so I made it work. But this year, since I don't have my other job, I'm hoping to just pack December full. Make some decent money and have a good time. I really like the Christmas orders. Anything themed boards, I really like to do. I'm super creative and stuff, so I like doing the regular boards, but even the regular boards, I add a little bit of either a color scheme or something like that, flavor scheme, something interesting to it so that it's different. But I really like the Christmas ones. I might put some photos on the screen so you guys can see what I did last year for Christmas. It was so cool. But long story short, I just went and dropped that off. I'm gonna go back home, and then my husband and I are gonna go up to his gym.